Sup Nuggets, and welcome back to Slay the Princess.
You're here to slay her.
Yep. As per usual, we need to go through the narrator's bullshit. I'm pretty sure these are all just the exact same things, right? It's always just the exact... Yeah, pretty much. Okay, silent continue to the cabin, because I don't care about any of the other stuff that you've got to say. So we've got our first decision, which is to take it or not. I'm going to try another one where I don't take it and see what happens. However, I am curious as to what happens if I don't have a weapon, but...
This is an oppressive place.
I don't know. Try and go with like an aggressive...
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing.
It is indeed, friends.
Don't
But
let it fool you.
what happens, because I was going to say, it still says, hey, I think I'm here to slay you. So what happens, or, you know, I'm here to save you, but a lie. Let's go with this one.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise.
I know, look, but...
Good luck, hero.
Imagine someone chapping your doorbell. Hi, I think I'm here to slay you. Is this is the right place, yeah?
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
Just
I am
as apparently.
begging you to stay focused.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk first. I'll see what I can do. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Just like, what's your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up for a reason. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world. I mean, I think that's a fair enough question to ask. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I won't kill you, but I won't set you free. It's too risky. What if you stayed here for a while and keep you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. Okay, to us. Let's just do some splurging. I wasn't kidding. Apparently you're going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here?
Possibly.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You think? I mean, you know, can't say I blame her, to be honest. When you look at the state of the place, you're like, ah!
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
Okay, second query. If you've been down here that long...
How long has she been locked away?
The eating and drinking question.
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
No. Deflect, what are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. Hobbies? What are you going to do when you get out of here?
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life.
Which, in fairness, this series of questioning is honestly how I imagine, like, parole hearings being for, like, prisoners that have been in for too long. Like, okay, and what are you going to do if we let you out? Fair. It's like that guy that was like in prison for like 40 years, and when he came out, like before he went in, there was no mobile phones or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Imagine like coming out and it's being like, okay, you need to get a job, and the first thing that they ask you is like, cool, what's your email address? And you're like, what?
She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Okay, fine.
What I do doesn't really matter, right?
That feels like, look, I deflected first. You can't deflect
At the end
with
of the
a
day,
deflect.
whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Okay.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but They didn't tell you why.
I know, like, I don't trust this guy in my head as far as I can throw him, and because he's a voice, I can't actually throw him at all, so I don't trust him at all. But that doesn't change the fact I asked you a question.
I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Valid.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me.
Very specific.
This is about how messed up this whole situation is.
Uh-huh.
This is my life we're talking about.
Okay.
Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to?
So with some of the stuff that you've done.
We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Narrator? Counterpoint?
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust.
See, now you're
This is
deflecting.
about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person.
Uh-huh.
And subjugating monarch, no less.
Yes. Monarch, you know, a princess of where exactly? Of when? Of how? Yeah, if I'm the first person that you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
That's another reflection.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
I would argue that it's plenty relevant. She's been down here so long that she doesn't even remember what the world looks like. I imagine that that's more than, oh, I don't know, a week. So, if I know that she hasn't been eating or drinking, then I can be like, oh, well, she's a vampire, or some kind of eldritch deity crammed into a tiny frame.
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
She's just been eating the various iterations of us. What's your name? I don't know anything about you. I won't kill you, but I won't set you free. It's too risky. I think this is me. Yeah, that's not an explorer one. If I stay with you, I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. This one doesn't say keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but you gotta trust me, it doesn't add up, that it's worth the risk to retrieve the blade, go back upstairs and retrieve the blade without saying another word, can't believe they're keeping you down here like this, I'm getting you out of here, examine the change, okay, I'm gonna go get you out of here, don't make me regret it, examine the chains. Okay, I've already done chain examining, and this is what I mean by, I thought originally, once we pursued a certain route, it was deleting it. But a lot of these are kind of similar tangents. So far I haven't locked her. I haven't essentially done like a stalemate. I don't die and she doesn't escape. So I think I want to do that one. Which one was it? Retrieve the blade. Okay, I won't kill you, but I can't set you free. I'm going to keep you... This one doesn't say keep her locked down. I'll say that it doesn't say explore, but maybe they just forgot to put it in. What if I stayed here for a while and just kept you company?
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Heroes on board?
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Well, you know, you seemed pretty easy, Ozzy.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
She's been down here long enough to not remember what the world looks like. She's not had anything to eat or drink, but apparently she's going to find a way out. And again, it's like a 3-meter hallway.
So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
I liked it. Me and Hero.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
That smile.
Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Retrieve the blade. Okay, let's get you out of here. Examine the blade or lock her in the basement. Lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
That's why it's a stalemate.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Myself included for the umpteenth time.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
She's very raspy in the back of my skull. I appreciate it.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
That's the only time that we've seen what the rest of the basement looks like.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Okay.
These chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
Uh-huh. No, we're sticking to the plan. We're locking her away. Oh, that's a relief. I was afraid I'd already committed to not slaying her. No, locking her here.
All of us, but fine.
Yep.
We'll do it your.
Good. There is no other way other
You
than
close
my
the
way.
basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
She's not going to get out in the next 30 seconds. Calm down.
Okay. We can make this work.
Exactly. Now we just live
You
here.
settle in against
It's
the far
fine.
wall to watch
I've
the
lived in
basement
worse.
door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
Uh-huh.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
Okay, maybe she did get out in 30 seconds.
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Maybe I like your bad side more.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Again, we're going kind of polar opposite.
You've made tonight.
We're going kind of the polar opposite of what happened last run.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yep, thanks, narrator. Thanks for that. Pay me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. Ignore her and go to sleep. Sure. I know. So this was an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Nah, just go for a wee bye.
Ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, night.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar.
Yeah, it's
lock
almost
broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Yeah, it's almost like putting a table in front of a pool door. Do you think once she saw the wee green and white label saying pool on the handle, she was like, oh, of course.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You're welcome.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
I don't know, you seem to be liberal with the facts sometimes.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
I have a clear schedule today, so yeah, we could take all the time you want.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Okay. Also, I don't think there is any footfall. She seems to be floating.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Just a bit. I don't think I have got am I a fish Birdman? Or am I a birdfish man? Or am I a birdman fish? I don't think I have gills, that's all I'm saying.
What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Could we have? Like... fishing?
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I feel like this is the
I'd
nicest
say
way
better
that we've
luck next
went.
time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Is it?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, The Nightmare. So we did make it to a second chapter at least. I don't know.
You're
Don't know
on
if that's
a path
necessarily
in
a
the
good
woods.
thing.
And
But
at the end
we
of
did
that
it.
path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
As a princess, I know.
you're here to slay her.
Aha, right, who have we got this time? Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay, no. She's gonna kill me again. Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about if he doesn't remember
Who
what
did we get
happened.
this time?
Shh. What if he hears us?
Paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Fuck.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met.
Uh-huh.
Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save
Oh,
after all.
Trust me, director, we got off on the wrong foot hours ago. Just the fact that you exist. Let's assume I'm telling the truth. Was always really... So it's just the same stuff, but because we get new voices,
Those are
the
two very different
responses
questions. If we
start
can't
to
trust
change.
Either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you? No comment. Well then, congratulations. And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you want us to slay the princess, or do you want the princess to slay us?
Valid point, Paranoid.
Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't.
You know, I would argue there's something fishy. It's funny how that's all linking together now. There's definitely something fishy about us, though.
Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of... what's
Yeah,
the point you would expect
condescension,
from me?
aha, cool,
If
cool,
I
cool.
want-
Don't trust anyone, I accidentally clicked through it.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The
There's a
only
ghost with
furniture of
googly
note
eyes.
is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
Uh-huh.
A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
It's so wide suddenly.
The blade is your implement.
Uh-huh.
What happened to the door? There was a door here last time.
Oh, well.
It's just an empty frame.
It is massive.
She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I feel a few, but I don't think any of them are her.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out.
How
If
do
you
you
keep
know?
getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out.
Uh-huh.
Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Great. Mirror time!
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
Exactly. Okay. I hate the music. Do I want the knife or not? That's really the only question here. Fuck it, take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Okay, paranoid. Maybe we don't let you hold the knife.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Can we have a nuke?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task.
I don't
You're
know.
more than
It's not
capable of
been.
pulling this off,
It's not
so
been
long as
helping
you
me
don't
much
lose
lately.
faith in yourself.
Okay.
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Got a point, paranoid. Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
So this is what the void looks like from the top. Good.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
He never mentions the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour.
Uh-huh. How does anyone live here? Uh-huh.
Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Prep yourself. Voice reveal.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Are we?
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
Yes. How hard is it to throw a knife? Valid point.
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
Valid point.
It'll be enough.
I mean, I have to argue that, you know, it's more than likely that she's a ghost or a spectre or whatever. Don't really feel as though it's going to help us in any manner. I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. Step off into the void between the stairs. Continue down the stairs in silence. Embrace the void.
Attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force.
Huh.
Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I'd get shade dodge. Fine. I'm curious. I was curious. I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared. I was curious.
You really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
I don't know. Cool shadow powers probably the better of the outcomes. Oh, so we go down
your way
anyway.
to the bottom of the stairs.
I don't wanna though.
As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right.
Always go
She
left.
could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Yeah, but we have our knife that we can throw at the ghosts.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
That seems normal.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable.
Yeah,
You're
for all
one
the
who's
shit.
just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
For all the shit that Hero and I went through today. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, he's definitely being reasonable.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Well, tough
Please
titties.
stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Okay. Go left, go right, do nothing. Go back the way you came. Go left! That's how you get through
You
mazes.
turn to the left.
So I presume it also works on endless shadow voids.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Oh,
I told you I was going to find you.
Previous
The
iteration
princess
was in the...
approaches.
Well,
Your
actually.
legs suddenly go numb.
Of course they do.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
Throw the knife!
I just brought a little knife with you. Cute.
Thank you, that's my cute knife.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
Throw the knife.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
What do you mean?
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
I don't know. I don't think... I've had a light lunch, so, you know, the stamina's there.
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Fucking Christ.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Do we still have them?
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Lungs, liver. What are you doing?
I can literally hear him in the background still saying it.
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left.
Yeah, if you could start it up
Yes,
again,
I'm
thank
sure.
you. Cool, we get the
Again,
picture.
your eyes
Hi.
shoot open as you gasp for breath.
How are you?
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
No, I can.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than death.
Again, I'm not a
If you look
fish, I'm a bird.
ridiculous.
Liver,
I want to be a bird man, not a fish boy.
liver. She isn't attacking us. Why?
Well, at least she's not corporeal, so...
Why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Has she, or is it more just a side
Your
effect
weapon
of
is
her
still in your
existence?
hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Yeah, go on. While you're chanting heart, liver, lungs, nerves, could you just also arm, hand, liver? Why wouldn't you finish me off? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I just let you leave. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off the whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies, we can work together. We can be friends, even. I'm not doing any of this, I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. With my nightmare? She's mine? Aww. Okay, let's get together. Leave together. Like, they make it sound so, like, happy, joyous. I am interested in this, though.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
So she literally can't leave without us.
Without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Cool. You know, fair enough. We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends, even.
I'm glad you're seeing things my way.
Could you stop, though? Okay, that did it. I was hoping it'd be like, friends, yay! I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just leave. I suppose I could just ask everything.
You told me last time.
Yeah.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to
Why was there
destroy the
an
world,
electrocuted
but
fish in my
I am
ear?
going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it. I'm going
Fair
to make
enough.
it afraid, just like I've made you afraid.
I wouldn't call it afraid, but okay.
It's fear,
Where
doesn't
did you
it?
go?
Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
You know, hard to argue. It's only when there's bad that there can be good, light, dark, all that bullshit. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? I kinda do wanna see if anything happens if I'm a liar. We've tried being nice, now what if we try being sour?
I am what I am. And right now, I'm in control.
I can tell.
So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
Please, stop. Please, cease, stop.
She raises one long gloved
Jesus
finger,
fucking...
its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Thanks for that, dear. God, it was just the sound. Why don't you finish? Okay, so she's just kind of here now. Maybe we should just progress. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst, toss the blade, and remain with your nightmare. I go harder that one.
Are you serious?
Ah, sometimes.
You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
It's fine. I can exist. I've got paranoid, keeping everything running.
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not? I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
I'm not a coward. I'm a big brave fish bird boy thing.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold,
Great.
the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
Jesus, sorry. Like, fuck. that was hard.
No.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Oh, sorry.
Let me out.
A
Fucking
lonely
Christ.
soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career.
Nice jumpers.
Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
What the fuck is going on?
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Don't worry, narrator. The angels are here for you.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
He doesn't respond.
Oops. I think I broke you.
Yeah,
I'll
probably.
see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3, Chapter 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wow. Okay. The moment of clarity. What?
You're on a path in the...
In the void.
Shit. What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
Oh god, if we went mad after just years of being like... I think that's what that was meant to be, is just like us going through like a fucking million lifetimes, all of them being different, like what it would be like if you could be... If you believe in reincarnation, all that kind of stuff. Like, what it would be like if you could be reborn, but, like, retain your memories. Do you know what I mean? Like, eventually, as much as Japanese culture is like, I got reincarnated in a fantasy world, and make it seem great, like, after, like, a handful of that times of that happening, I have the feeling that things would not be as great.
There was a princess, I
Oh,
think.
Broken's back, right?
It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember. I think we were trying to save the world. You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until You've already been here, haven't you?
Yeah.
Guess.
a
It
few
feels
times
so
apparently.
long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out. No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay. We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah.
Yes.
We're supposed to let her out. It's really the only
Oh
way
wow,
this
we've
works out
been
for us.
driven
If you
completely
think about
mad.
it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything.
Yes, welcome back,
No,
opportunists.
we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think. We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart? We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything. We love her, so we have to set her free.
Smitten. Good to have you back, man.
Can we love something that hates us?
Skeptic.
Can we love something that hurts us? To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love.
Smitten, we need to talk about abusive relationships later on. Once we're done with the old existential nightmare and I don't know, god complex thing that we're dealing with, we'll chat. We'll sit down. We'll have a wee chinwag.
Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us.
No.
This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I don't fucking know, man. I think we're all wrong. That's a good question. How many times have we all been here? that is a good question.
Many times.
That's probably not good.
It feels like we've been here forever, but it also feels like we've barely been here at all. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yes, we just have to do what she says, and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you.
I mean, you're dealing in absolutes here, you know? It's like when people say everybody has a blah. Not actually everybody has a blah. They just mean the majority. The majority of things are gonna be fine. But also not fine.
There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
That doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice before this, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I here those other times? Did someone else make the decisions? That's a good
What
point.
does here even mean if you really think about
Okay,
it?
look, look, just answer questions. Okay? This is already hurting my brain so much.
Shut up. You were here.
Okay,
Every single time.
good. Thank
Did
you for
rest,
clearing that
really?
up.
There's just a pecking order.
Alright.
Our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
Uh-huh.
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget. I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Well, seems like you lot got put through the ringer, eh? I think they're all wrong. If I don't remember what I did, then I couldn't have been me that did it. What if you don't go to the cabin? Can you make sense of them? I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her, proceed to the cabin. The only way out is to do nothing, so nothing I will do. I wonder if there even, you know, because this is just a void. I wonder if there even is a cabin. Proceed to the cabin.
You slowly
'Cause I'm
make
just
your way
curious.
through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a
I mean, I
way
could
forward.
see. Well, maybe I couldn't see all of them.
But eventually,
Nope,
you do
no
make
cabin.
it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been.
Uh-huh.
Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right. There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there.
Go on, narrator. Well into
Don't
existence.
ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
But maybe this time.
He always lies.
Maybe this
And he
time he won't.
always makes it gone.
Uh-huh.
It's exhausting. We must be such a mess, but we never get the chance to fix ourselves. That thing is mocking us. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There
Fraying
is
thoughts?
no
My
mirror.
thoughts have been
You
frayed
know
a
that
million
as well
times
as I
over.
do. She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Alright, Cold. Calm down. And that's what. And what's wrong with giving them space? What if it helps them? What if they need to be heard?
They've been heard too much. It's why they are the way they are. Exactly. They are delusions, and all that catering to them will do is drag you down to their level. You have to keep moving.
Okay.
Or you could just give up.
Well, approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it.
Yep.
Smash it to pieces.
Jesus, stubborn.
She's on the other side, and we have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free. It's the only way we can have our thoughts back.
I mean,
Just
the
go
only one
around
who's
it.
not got their thoughts just now is
Just
me.
do something. Exactly. I'm sure that whatever you settle on, it'll be the best possible decision you could have made.
Yep. Proceed.
Proceed? Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific.
Am I just saying it out into the... Proceed! Proceed.
That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them.
Do I? My life would disagree.
It already has worked. It's gone, don't
But-
you see?
But I don't know who I want it to.
We're one step closer to her.
Why do we want
The
to be?
interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure they're in. Wrong and unsettling as it may be.
The void is fucking creeping in. I don't like it.
The only object of note is a pristine blade
It's a pristine
buried
blade.
in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment.
Did he get paid for like how many times he could work pristine blade into the script?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to take it. It's the only way forward.
It's the only way forward. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? Have to take the blade, I guess.
Reach down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you.
Hi, dear.
It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
Oh, she's got extra arms now. Great.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take my hand and let me out.
Will you stop with the radio? Just gonna say I will do anything you want if you stop. Sound effects.
It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go.
I mean,
Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too.
that sounds like I get a free vacation. Sounds like I get to be a passenger princess. Great.
A trinket that gets to stay with me all the time. Right by my side. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything.
I mean, I can
Now
walk.
don't pause. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Only options: take her hand.
What are we supposed to do? She took our weapon. This really was a lost cause, wasn't it? You You sealed our fate when you refused to kill her. Kill or be killed. Yes, I suppose you're right. There's no paralysis anymore. Is it because we've already given her what she wants?
You're just an object, a tool. You once were something else a long time ago, but that was something you. That was something you, or is it just dull and jaded memory? There's no other ending here. Just take her hand and set her free.
You extend your hand to hers.
Ah.
For all her past cruelties. the moment
Ding
feels
dong ding.
gentle,
Marriage.
tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you.
Yeah, well, you get over it. Jesus.
The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next.
Oh, the thing's already creeping in.
I didn't think I'd be so tired.
The princess, exhausted, slumps.
Why is it so cold?
So all of them have said that as well. This isn't like a... Obviously the hands thing is telling us like, oh, they're part of us, they're not in pain, blah blah. But every one of them have commented on how they just basically are like drifting off to sleep and everything's cold. Are we like euthanizing them? You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Yeah. I can finally think again. Almost. That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away, just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here. Finally, we can smash it.
Calm down, stubborn.
You stop with the smashing.
What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves.
Yeah. I think I'd like that.
Seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
Okay, they were all scared last time. Step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden. Its mysteries remain
Something
unresolved.
tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting.
I don't like that. They're all reversing what
My
they are.
heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. What the fuck? Find yourself in the long quiet once again. This game is really fucking with my mind. Hiya!
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Okay.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
No. Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical.
I'm not asking if
I
you...
have only known these spaces. And I
That's
have known
the
flickers
question
of the
was
lives
rhetorical.
you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins.
Okay.
I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Well, that's why I asked you. There's trees and stars and there are people, I think. At least they're supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Are we like eldritch beings? Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something.
Right.
But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Okay, I get where you're coming from with that. You know, technically, if a nothing is there, it's not really nothing, it's the absence of other things. I understand that, but could you just answer a question fucking straight for once? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is filled with sadness. A doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart.
I'm sure she will.
Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home.
Okay, so have they all existed as part of you, or... when you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill him. That's true. He's never referred to himself as the narrator. Has he? And he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
What does that even fucking mean? He does. I don't know why, but I know as a fact he does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does, and when I find him, I'm finally going to have the answers. He does, and when I find him, I'm going to kill him. He does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. Okay. And when I find him, I'm finally going to get my answers?
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Okay, this is screaming toxic relationship, but okay. How many more vessels do you need me to bring?
One. Whatever you bring me next will be enough. And then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. A final multitude.
Okay, so we only get one more. So we can only really do half of them, I guess. Do you know what's going to happen with Nia? Is this the last time? Is there anything you'd like me to bring you? If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
So, I wonder if there's a replayability value to this, where depending on what characters you choose to construct this, will change things. Also, I'm very curious about attack the entity and destroy your body, but I'm not going to do those just yet. Do you know what's going to happen when you awake?
If I did, I would already be awake. You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Don't turn off my game. Wait, there's no waiting forever. I'm ready to go back.
The
Okay.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Yes, I would like that very much.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Smashing. My brain. Everything goes dark, and you die. Right up back at the start again. Okay, we only get one more, so I guess I thought maybe part of it was like you just go through and you do all of them
You're
kind
on a
of thing.
path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I thought maybe we would get to do all 10, but I suppose technically there's 11. There might be more, now that I think about it. But I guess I don't know for now. I'm saying 11 because there was 10 strands all kind of coming together when we done the Stranger one, which would make the Stranger the 11th, because it was just like an amalgam of all of them. But every time we do a chapter 1, we go on to chapter 2, but that doesn't necessarily mean that... And then sometimes chapter 2 goes on to chapter 3, but does that mean that technically we could stop chapter 2? Like, we could do something to cock up chapter 2 and then just remain on chapter 2, or maybe there's a diverging chapter 3. I don't know, but regardless, I'm going to end it here for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, bat the subscribe button, like the video, use your banter in the section down below, all that jazz. Catch you nuggets in the next one. Alright, cheery bye.